Hello everyone, good to see you all again. It's December 14th and we're getting really close to Christmas now. Today we're going to be looking at a crown of thorns or euphorbia, and it's going to become a bonsai today. You can see that it's quite the size for the size of the pot that it's in. We got some real long leggy limbs here, but with some nice tops on them. We will be saving the tops with about 4 or 5 inches of trunk on it here because I will be repotting them and starting some new ones. So that'll be kind of cool. They do start pretty easily. I have 2 upstairs that I started about 2 months ago. Most of the leaves do die and fall off, but you will grow some new smaller ones. And one of the ones I have upstairs even has some small flowers on it now. So yeah, they do take pretty easily. And you can see here I have a number of them. So be starting quite a few. Well, anyways, what I think we'll do is we'll come in and we'll have a closer look at everything here, and I'll kind of show you what my plan is. Okay, so if we turn it around here, we can see what's going on in there a little better. You can see towards the bottom of the main trunk here we have these other smaller trunks that are coming off of it. And as we go up, you can see we've got some smaller growth coming out of the trunk. And it's up in there where we'll be doing our trunk chop somewhere. But before we do, I think first things first, we'll get the pot cleaned out here so we can see what we're doing down in there better. And then we're going to begin by taking these larger trunks off of our main trunk. Yeah, that's quite a number of them. It'll be quite short and light by the time we're done. And when we're all done cutting it back, then we're also going to be pulling it out of the pot and looking at the roots and repotting it into bonsai soil. Right now it looks like it's in cactus soil, which is not too bad. Okay, so the first one we're going to remove is this one here. Okay, we'll be careful we don't prickle ourselves here. Now the one thing I'm going to mention to you guys, I don't know if I can focus in on it here. There's some white sap that comes out of these, and it is poisonous, just to let you guys know. So if you're pruning these or doing whatever with them, just be careful. Okay, so the next one we're going to get is this little wee guy that's growing down here, and I'm going to cut him as close as I can to the main trunk here. There we go. I'm not too sure how it's going to work out with starting him off, but we'll see. Now I'm going to end up having this thing starting to tip over if I start taking too many off from this side. So we're going to start taking more off that are kind of going up and overhanging over to the other side because they're like a great big counterweight. So let's take this one off right now. We'll just come in here and take it pretty close to the trunk. So you can see how big that one was. That was another large one. Okay, now the next one we're gonna do, we're gonna turn it a little bit here. Actually, I have another large one right here that's a counterweight, so I'm gonna go in here and get this one. We're gonna go way down in here. It's another longer one. Now I think what we'll do is go out and find out where this one here is growing out from the trunk, and we'll cut it off next. Just so we don't have our pot falling over on us here. And this looks like it's it right here. Okay, so that's it there. We're gonna just pull him out of there. That's another large cutting. I think we're going to go after this one next. We'll just follow this trunk down to our main trunk. Right there, and I think this one's just going to kind of timber away from the rest here. Yes, it is. And there it goes. And that's a rather large cutting, that one is. You can see here, that's where we cut it off the main trunk. And we got a bunch of multi-trunks coming off of, which is now the main trunk that I'm holding there. So there's just a whole bunch of smaller plants that I can start now. If I wanted to. Okay, the next one here. Yeah, it's still really top heavy. We're going to go after this one here. We follow it down. Actually, we have another little wee guy down here at the bottom I'm going to cut out. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to be cutting this one out here now next. There goes that one. Another big one. Really nice top on that one. Now if you take a look at these will make some really nice plants. Okay. I think what we're going to do, our largest top here is our main trunk. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually get in there and we're going to figure out now where I'm going to want this cut off. And I already have a good idea. We've already gotten past these larger multi-trunks coming off of our main trunk here. And here's a group of smaller ones. And I think I'm going to look at cutting it off. Let's cut it off up here for now to get rid of our great big counterweight here so we don't tip over anymore. There we go. that's that. If we take a look at this, that's going to be quite nice if we can get that started. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is come back down here, and I just want to take off some more of these other smaller chunks that are growing out here. And this other larger one. There we are. Okay, now this is what we're left with. I kind of think what we're going to do is we'll start off from these lower little trunks coming out here. And I think we're just going to cut these back. I think I'm going to keep these. As we come up here, I'm going to cut these back. And I think what we're going to do is bring our, we're going to take a little bit more off of our main trunk here. Oh, we missed one over here. We'll just quickly get this one back here. There we go. I think we're going to bring this back a little bit further than what it is now. Maybe to about there. Now I could come in here and clean this up a little bit. Okay, well, that's it for now. I think we're going to leave that go. And we'll let that grow back. I think we're going to pull it out of the pot and look at the roots. And then we'll put it back into some bonsai soil. Okay, well, we're going to see how easy it is to come out. It's in there a little bit. I think we got it here. Wow, it is in there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go wash these roots out, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This is my first time cleaning and looking at the roots on a euphorbia, and I gotta say they're really tough. It takes a fair bit to break these roots up. Well, looking at this, it looks like it was started from a cutting. And the good thing is we do have an upper root plane that we can use. We do have some radial roots. I think what we're going to do is come in at the bottom here. And for now, we're going to be a little reserved. I think we're going to come up a little bit more here. And I think that's it. Yeah, overall they're not looking bad at all. I think this one here we're going to take it off because it comes out and then it takes straight off vertically. We're going to cut this one off here. So hopefully it'll come out and continue on growing straight out. All right, we just got a few on the bottom here that we're going to be cutting off. And other than that, it won't be too much more root work than that. That's looking pretty good there. I was going to leave this go and kind of tuck that into the soil when I potted it back up, but I think I'm just going to take it off back here. There we are. Well, I think that's good for now. There we are. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and pot this up now. I think we've done the best we could with the roots for now. Actually, while I have it out here, I'm going to try and take a little bit more off the bottom of this. There we go. Much easier to get at these when it's out of the pot. There. We'll go ahead and pot this up now. Okay, well, we're just going to use the existing pot that it was in of the screen here. We'll just put it in the bottom there. And we'll go ahead and put some soil in it. We'll bring it up just a little bit more. That should be good about there, and we'll just go ahead and put the rest of the soil in there. Actually, it just stands up on its own even right now, so that's perfect. We'll move it back just a little wee bit further. I think that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and put the rest of our soil in there. Okay, well, here it is. It's all potted back up again. You can see here, I kind of like the movement in the trunk, how it comes over and back up again. Yeah, hopefully we get some new growth on these upper branches here. Okay, well, we're going to give it a water now. There it is coming out of the bottom. So that's good. We know it's gone right through. And I'll come back probably in about another hour or a couple hours and I'll give it another watering. Well, here's our Euphorbia, or Crown of Thorns bonsai, just starting out. Well, we're going to put it back up on the shelf, and hopefully we'll start to see some growth coming back on it fairly soon. That's it for today, guys. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.